Everything's working, right?
We got the sign back up. We're in business.
I keep forgetting.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Fives of the Week. As always, our feature presentation. So, this weekend, episode 143 was my man Cheech's honor. So, we got a mixed bag of fives. Cheech, go ahead and kick it off. Brez.
Well, the Fives of the Week are events, performing, DJ.
Talking to that mic, push.
Push.
All right, we are good to go.
It's always good when he's prepared like this, Philly.
What is your dream job? And what job would you never want to do?
T, you're the guest of honor, so kick it off.
My dream job is I'm living it right now. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I was built for, and I enjoy repping a product and seeing it to fruition.
Nice. Now, what's a job you wouldn't want to do?
Road work. Road construction. I'd die. There's no way. I'd starve.
You couldn't handle the heat.
2 hours, I'm
That's
done.
a good one, yeah. Put your life at risk every day because some asshole's on their phone.
No, just because of the fucking heat. I'd melt.
That too.
That hate. Cutting the meat.
Cutting the meat.
The mates.
Cut the meat, mate.
Hollywood, let's spin it back
What you
this
gotta
way.
do, Badula?
Dream job.
Owning my own business. An entrepreneur
Tom,
of one of the biggest roofing companies
Bless you.
in the world.
That's right.
Yes.
You like the roofing stuff.
Yeah.
We've talked about this.
to be one of the premier in the world. CEO of a company. Great company. Very great company.
Great company, very sleuthy.
Yes. There it is now. All Trump's roofs.
gold-plated, no nickel.
Yeah.
The best ever. No
They're losers.
One job I wouldn't want. And it's not real bad, but I wouldn't want to be a mailman. And why?
Hell
Fuck does that make you feel?
Shot fired.
No.
Bring that old cashmere coat out here. Gee, I love it, man.
And why I say that being a mailman, carrier, is I feel for these people.
Yeah.
Even in the weather. Like, the weather's good. But them damn dogs, boy.
Yeah.
Them dogs get out get a chasing.
You got a nip of that ass, boy.
I thought you were going to say like the mop boy at the Velvet
No.
Touch.
They have to. You gotta always be looking. You don't know some pit bull or rock gets
Tell on
out.
that.
I mean, you can be mauled.
And that's the whole thing too, because you're always reading,
Yeah.
and you're walking and you're up and down, porches and steps and dogs, and there's dog shit all over the place.
And that's scary. Like, I mean, you could get from behind. You know what I mean? Bitten and stuff. That's that.
Taken by medulla from behind.
Have you ever bit any old women from the behind?
You get to see a whole lot.
Woo!
Cheech, thank you for that. Cheech. Thank you, baby.
We could do a whole episode on shit that I've seen in people's.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't the worst, but that's something I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I know it pays good. It's a good opportunity, but I would worry about them dogs getting out, man.
You see all those videos online. The motherfuckers are chasing them. They're hopping fences, hopping on top of cars.
Well, everybody, Amazon guy, FedEx guy, UPS, like they walk up to these porches, and they've got their headsets on, they're talking on the phone.
But he got that ride. He can run to. Yours might be way down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's sad.
And most of us can't run anymore.
Yeah.
See,
That's
I'd
sad.
die. I'd die. My dog hates the UPS guy. I don't know what the hell he did to her. She would take a bite out of his ass. I know she would.
And that go for a gas read or anything just like that as mail. You know what I'm saying? Anything.
That's
you
a
gotta
job
do.
that's not there no more, man. They drive by. They
got those scanners now, guys. They just scan everything.
Great sleuth.
The great sleuth.
I'm going to say dream job. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be, like we talked about this a little bit, a WWE superstar or NFL player. But now that I'm, in my adulthood and whatnot, what have you,
And blase splay.
I want to be real estate mogul.
Ooh,
For real?
Okay.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. Something I've always wanted to do, and who knows what the future holds, right? But you got to start somewhere.
I did not see real estate guy coming. Is this because you have the rental shit going on right now? It's kind of getting you that juices going.
What did that, boys?
The juice is flowing, you know.
But you can make a lot of money in real estate.
You want to tell them how much I make, too?
No. It's not.
You want to give them the address?
In case you guys want to know, he lives on fucking Dickin Lane, 7288. No, but seriously, because the rental thing, that kind of, you see the potentials, right?
Yeah,
I mean, there's like money in real estate, not
It's
just
tough
selling
now,
it.
too, though, because like a lot of these investors and stuff, they bought up all these Airbnbs, so that's why the market is kind of the way it is.
Yeah.
So it's tough out there, but yeah, you know, if things go well, you know, who knows? Sky's the limit, Dami.
Yeah. Never know.
True that.
What job would you not want?
Like a customer service clerk at Walmart, man.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Just because the people
Those people are
that you
miserable.
interact with, you know, they throw shit at you, the attitudes. I wouldn't do well in that realm.
No.
So, you know, and I've been in service like my whole life, but not like that, like where you're
Yeah, I
you
feel
have
ya.
to sit there and take it and make
Yeah.
sure they're appeased for fucking 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, it just drives me nuts.
Got a whole line of pissed off people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even your fault, you know, but you take all the heat,
Yeah.
you know, for
Yeah, you
something
shot
somebody
me
else
here
screwed
for.
up. You know what I mean?
That is bullshit.
Sucks job, bro. Sucks job very much.
How about you, B?
So my dream job, I always wanted to do be a professional sports announcer.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I think man, like a Marv Albert. Yeah, shit. I just think that's because I love sports and those guys. You know, look at Tom Brady. By the way, I guess some people said he'd do as good as they expected.
I thought he did okay.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear any of his stuff, but he's a student of the game. If anything, he'd be better than Tony Romo, right? Because that's the only thing I like about Romo is he was kind of giving you a little insight on some of the plays and stuff ahead of time. But yeah, sports announcer, that's definitely something I've always dreamed of doing. And the job I would not want is a high-rise building window washer. These dudes that get way up in the air and start cleaning windows and shit.
Dangerous.
I was in Southfield a couple weeks ago when we lost all that power, and there were still people up there with the generator cleaning windows on those high rises out there right off of 696 and 96.
There's no survivor.
Dude, I mean, that's like scary. You see these people get stuck on roller coasters, but I couldn't imagine being a little bucket and cleaning windows.
Nope.
What about
That's
that
fucked
iron
up.
worker? What about that iron worker?
What happened to that iron worker?
The iron worker walking the top towers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those dudes, like the old pictures, you see them sitting on the beams eating their lunch and shit in
Lord
downtown
have
New York when they were first building up the big
Dude,
city.
I see that, my hands start sweating and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Get nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Do you
Can't
guys,
fit none of this.
can you handle roller coasters anymore?
Not like I used to.
No?
I never was a huge fan, but I mean, I would do them, but not like crazy.
Afraid of heights?
To a certain degree,
A
yeah.
little bit, yeah. See, I still get a little. I don't know. Don't like being up. I mean, I can handle it, but sometimes I just see it. Like even on the TV, I'm like, man, I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. But yeah, so I wouldn't want to be a window washer, but I'd love to be a professional sports announcer.
Dig it.
Nice.
You got the
Nice.
voice for it. You could do it.
Yep. Thank you.
For real.
Thank you for that.
So I'm like Marv Albert.
You need a statistician, though.
Right,
You know,
I
you can't say it's
definitely do.
fucking Minshew
I correct-
on the Broncos.
Listen,
you know what
I corrected your stat. You got me fucking. Even though I ended up in last place in this week's picks, you still had me off by one, man. Every victory counts.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Got it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Cheech, how
Something about you, man. I want to suck your feet, man. Easy's brick behind the fucking podium over there, goddammit, huh?
He's like, what the fuck?
Cheech is like, what did you just say to me?
I'm just fucking. Come on.
An event planner. Like
Nice.
What? Like
Scott
J-Lo?
Lesser does. No.
Oh, that kind of shit. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's awesome.
Just doing events and stuff like that. Always in a different city, you know, and I think that would be fun. I think I'd be good at it.
Yeah,
but,
I think so too.
You know,
So you in a different city every week, and then it's part of the job?
yeah, like
or-
he just flew out to Seattle and then he's back here for a little bit, and yeah.
So he sets his own schedule up.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
going to Seattle
So
for a couple of days, come back here.
His team lives all over the country.
Okay.
So airfare for everybody, and then they go. Here's the game plan. This is what we got to do, and boom, we're up and running. Man.
That's sweet.
Oh,
I like that.
That is sweet, yeah.
You know, because what I wouldn't want to do is service desk, dealing with the public.
You wouldn't want to be a concierge.
No, not at all.
Contraire.
I would hate that with a passion. I'm a talker, but I don't want to hear people's problems. And I gotta help it again. I don't give a fuck.
You really are ruthless. Because I called him last night because I was trying to FaceTime Cheech about the setup out here because he's like, I'm not FaceTiming you, man. Because he just I mean, all right, I get it there, fucking Archie.
Hey,
it's like, yeah. I'm like, I ended up like finally calling, like, dude, come on, I need your help. I wanted your opinion on something. He goes, you're the reason why I'm fucking not married anymore. I mean, this is the side of Cheech I've never seen, but I love him for it because he was tired. He's clearly tired. He didn't want to deal with the bullshit. He goes, dude, just slap the fucking banner up and put the table up and let it go.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be a little bit too critical, but Cheech doesn't take no shit after 6 o'clock. You understand?
It's straight shooting.
You understand?
Right
My
there,
man, you don't want to be messed with.
I apologize for being so rude.
You were crabby.
Chi.
You were crabby.
All right, the next one is back in high school. What was your biggest moment on the football field? And your worst moment on the football field? Because we've all strapped them pads on, man.
yeah.
Except you strap-ons all bad.
So
to do it. It's from being a dick yesterday, man.
I'm a product of Chippewa Valley before they were big. Before Dakota. So there was a lot of people. I never really was a starter. I started a couple games and somebody was hurt, but I was always on a team. So I want to say my highlight, there's 2 highlights. One time we played a game at Silverdome, which was really cool, against Romeo.
Nice.
When I was in junior high, I actually got a sack, and I was so geeked, I turned around and somebody gave me a frickin' chop underneath, cut my chin. That was a high point. Low point? It's a good story. So it's junior year. I was an offensive tackle along with my buddy Cozy and Shubes.
Who are you?
Shubes is gone. So it was played Warren Woods Tower. It was a Saturday afternoon game, and we're sitting on the sidelines holding it down, and this fucking guy threw a bullet, and Cozy tapped me before he could even tap. I got hit square in the nuts. What's the law? What's the chance? That's the face. I got hit square in the nards.
The nerds.
In the menards.
So that guy had phenomenal aim. He took out the boys. So that's my low light.
Nice.
Oh, that doesn't sound
That's
fun
not
at all.
fun at all.
Nah.
No.
Hollywood.
Absolutely not.
Hollywood.
Hollywood is star-studded. He's like, where do I begin? I was a fucking star.
I was a fucking 5-star.
I would have to say, let's go with we'll start with one of these. We'll go with my junior year. We're playing Clintondale. Now, we haven't beat Clintondale in forever. We got Anton Stevens trained. And the whole week was all about him. You got to stop this train. Because once he gets going, he's carrying 3-4 people.
I remember that name.
True to the fact. He was a beast. He was a wrestler too. And so we're playing a hectic game here. We get down to the 4th quarter. They got the lead. So Bleasdale puts me in. He says, Rubio, you going to halfback? I said, I don't play halfback. Quarterback. He goes, you're playing halfback this one. You're going to get a sweep, a roll out, and you're going to hit Ludwig across the middle. So we go on the sweep right. Here's Ludwig coming across 30 yards. I hit him on a fucking dime. Boom, he gets face masked at the 4-yard line. I mean, the guy literally almost took his head off.
No.
Penalty flag comes up. 1st and goal. We got 20 seconds on the clock. Crowd's going crazy. We're about ready to beat Clintondale. We couldn't. Beating Clintondale was one of the powerful teams, and you beat Clintondale. It was like that was good on your resume. And so we get there, and then boom, next play comes. The shipmaster hits that 2-hole. Boom, the crowd goes crazy.
Much respect.
We beat him. Yes, we beat him.
What year? What year do you?
That was 89.
Okay.
We beat him. And then I would say another highlight was my senior year. We played Southlake, and I threw for 3 touchdowns and 305 yards by halftime.
Damn.
So I was pulled out. And I didn't understand why. I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll go on defense. No, you're not going to play. He took my number one receiver and made him the quarterback.
Okay.
Which didn't make no sense to me. Because I'm like, we still got games. If he gets hurt, we're screwed. I'm out of number one receiver. So he's like, we're going to let the other guy. I said, I got no problem with that. But why would you put my number one receiver as the quarterback? But yeah, that was my dad was there. That's when he took off work, Yeah. He didn't make it to a lot of games. He said, I got all you kids who are in sports. And so when I do come. So that was my biggest highlight, against Southlake. And we had a pretty good team that year. And just some stuff, when you get Eagles going and stuff like that, it's about me. And that really hurt our team.
So what was the low point for you?
The low point, I would say, when we're at Lance Cruise, and I got in a rollout, and I see my receiver right in the end zone, and I splice it, and here comes Toko, boom, picks it off. He goes 100 yards down the field, touchdown, ends the game.
Damn, yeah.
Never even seen him. Never even seen this kid. Paul Toko, I'll never forget him. I met him probably 6 years ago. And I said, you remember that play? He goes, oh, yeah. I go, you played against my brother. You played against me. And so, yeah, I never even seen him. He looked clear. And he just come across, bam, took it to the house.
Jumped the route.
100 yards. He was
Sweet mother of God, what is the holdup?
And I remember I fell on the ground. I'm hitting my helmet, and I'm like, was there any defenders? I got blown out, you know what I mean? They took me right out of the play. And I just kept looking. I see them going back that way. And they're in the end zone like this. And that was the game.
Hollywood, I feel like we could do a whole show on your high school football career.
It's like fucking,
They're losers.
he's like Al Bundy, man. He's got them all.
I remember in my time.
I agree.
Me and Gunther, he'll tell you this.
Yeah.
We're playing against Roseville. Now, we're from Roseville, but we're two different sides.
Right.
So you come to our field, it's bad territory. We don't like you.
Yeah.
They don't like us. So we're backed up on the 1 yard line. And
Right.
I hit Gunther on a 15-yard
Not
post.
Gunther.
Eric Gunther.
Gunther Cunningham.
He takes it 99 yards for the touchdown in 10th grade.
Nice.
That was JV, though.
Yeah.
But you played with Hoff and them, right?
Yeah, I played with Hoff 1 year. Hoff, I was a senior. Hoff was, I believe he was a sophomore. And actually, he was kind of scared. And he said, man, these guys are big.
Yeah.
But he was good.
Did Joe peak his height at a sophomore year?
No, he wasn't as big
5'1",
until he got
stayed
to
there.
his senior year. And we used to tease him because a lineman from Eisenhower caught his ass down the field, chased him down and caught him, man. He had a breakaway, and he caught him. We always go,
Peaked out, man.
But yeah, Joe was a great running back. But yeah, I got to spend 1 year with him. He played with Uncle Anthony and
Oh, that's good stuff.
them guys. But yeah,
Another show would be all the accolades after the games.
oh yeah, the parties.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll lay
Oh yeah, great
My-
prize in
my-
my
Taking into
junior
the
year-
bars.
My
Lot of
junior year
bars.
was better than my
Pence.
senior year because, like I said, you had them. Me. Give me the ball. Why are you throwing to
Yeah.
me? It was horrible, and the coach lost control of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to do me. Gunther, it's me and you, bro. We're this offense. Let's run it. And that was it. But the year of the bell, and we saved the bell for the very last time between Roseville and Brablick, and we kept that bell there. That was something special. People crying because if they would have took that bell, it would have been, to this day, it would still been thrown up.
Is that still a divide between Breivik and Roseville, or did they?
No,
They merged now. They're not. They're just one high school, right?
It's just Roseville High School.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got the bell now. I don't know if you noticed. The bell is actually at the football field,
Okay.
stationed there.
They play at Memorial Field there?
No, up there at Normal and 13 Mile Road.
Okay.
They got it black and red.
Okay.
And I told the guy, no. That's wrong. It's purple and gold, baby.
Yeah.
Why do you have that shit there? I was pissed.
I agree with you. I agree
told
with
you
you.
on the Facebook, B. And
Oh,
B.
yeah.
Bomber and all them said,
Yeah.
this is wrong.
No,
he
right.
was part of that too.
Tradition is
My brother-
tradition.
yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Speaking of Roseville, last week 66-65, Anchor Bay beat them.
What a fucking game! Well, I was right out here, man. They put, I mean, I
66
heard
to
the
what?
crowd cheering from here.
65.
1 point, but over 125 points scored, right?
That's crazy,
I mean,
man.
crazy, dude.
I heard that one kid had 5 touchdowns from the running back.
Tell you what, those are some good defenses, though.
Oh God.
They took him out and they put the receiver
Junk.
in as quarterback. He was like,
Yeah. What about Brother Rice though? They beat Brother Rice. Is Brother Rice even the Brother Rice of the old?
I don't know. Yeah, I saw that from a friend's page, and I was like, wow, that's a high-scoring game. But I don't know how I'm going to top that. Like, as Gumpzilla said, we went 0-8-1
Oh, yeah.
so my sophomore year, but I was the starting quarterback, and I came in as the third guy, and a couple guys got hurt, got banged up. We made some moves, and I ended up starting until and it was a lot of fun, even though, like, we sucked, you know.
Yeah.
I'm friends with, like, all my offensive linemen for the most part.
Yeah.
Buddies that, you know, you build relationships with, you know, and you be friends for a lifetime. And
You made it your own.
yeah, 100%. And it was what it was. We just all loved the game. It's just coaching, the school. You know, there was just different things. It wasn't probably the same culture that you had where people loved it and you committed. Now, if I could go back, I would have committed more.
Yeah.
You know, but it was the culture that was there. It just wasn't like a diehard football school per se. And the same thing. So probably the worst injury I ever had was, I want to say it was Marysville at home. I don't know why we were trying to run like a waggle pass. We're already getting that ass tapped. You know, it's like 31-0. And we're running a waggle play. I still remember the play, but that's all I remember.
Yeah.
Because when I got hit, I got lifted up, slammed on the ground. I had a hairline fracture in my skull.
Oh, Jesus.
Concussion.
Wow.
Got the ambulance had to come and get me. I was blacked out on the
shit.
field.
That's
It
horrible.
was brutal, yeah. And it's like, you know, you come back to school on, I think I came back on a Tuesday, so I needed some time to recover
Wow.
because I had some symptoms afterwards, you know,
Oh, yeah.
from the hospital, and it's crazy, man. I was like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, that was so bad. Like, getting lifted up off your feet and hitting the
horrible.
deck, dude, everything goes out.
Yeah.
damn.
So that's why I'm very, like, I'm conscious even when I coach, like, teaching to hit the right way, and if I see somebody get banged up really bad, like, I kind of know what that's like. So,
Oh yeah.
I kind of know what to look for. So, yeah, that was probably both the high and the low in the same year.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I talked, you know, later in the high school career, it just didn't work out for me. But,
Yeah.
you know, everything happens for a reason, and, you
Sure
know,
does.
it's a notch in the belt. So,
But you got to admit though, that feeling, high school football.
Oh, yeah.
Friday
The
Night
prep
Lights.
rallies,
So I
prep
told-
rallies.
yeah, I was just talking to my boy about it yesterday, and he's like, man, we were just talking about Friday nights, you know,
Yeah.
going to Stevenson games and stuff. And he's like, it just gets me pumped up. I'm like,
know.
I know. I got that feeling, too. That's why I love it.
You still feel that after all these years, don't you?
Yeah,
even when
even
you're coaching the
coaching.
kid, you
Even
just
coaching,
you get
yes.
juiced up. You ever
Yeah.
want to put the pads on?
Well, of course, but you know, it's a different juiced up because now
It is,
you
yeah.
want them to succeed, you know. But you still feel it in your loins, man.
Dude, I've been in the locker room with this guy, man. But you and I went to the game. We were over at Stevenson, or we were over there watching him. I said, I gotta go see what my nephew's doing, man. And I was getting pumped up listening to him talk. Like, he takes on a whole different personality when he's coaching. It's ridiculous.
It's almost like music, you know. People see me in pretty relaxed cat, you know, but then like that flip switches. And
Oh,
like
my God, you were,
just
like,
have
intense,
to be that motivation force, man. It's a lot of fun.
I was awestruck. I really was. I thought that was the coolest
Don't
thing.
you look at it though, like when you go to them games like that, you're like, man, why don't we have all them coaches? You know what I mean? We had 4 freaking coaches.
Oh, yeah.
This one's a teacher. This one is.
Yeah, they
these
were
lines,
administrative
they got
staff.
every freaking coach. I'm like, why couldn't we have that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chippewa Valley, Eisenhower, all them schools, man, they're deep in coaches.
Dude, when they came over to our field, I'm looking at them like, is that the Seattle Seahawks? I mean, they had 90 people on their sideline. You know, they bring up the JV with them standing. But man, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
We went head to head with them throughout the first 2 quarters.
Yeah.
And they were just, that's why they're Eisenhower.
Yeah, Mac Red's tough, man. Like, you go from the youth league to the Mac Red football around here, which is like the SEC with high school football
Dakota,
around this way.
Eisenhower, you got all the big populated
Week
schools.
in, week out, it's a dog fight, man, and you got to be prepared for
Dakota,
it.
Chip Valley,
Yep.
Eisenhower.
Dakota's always been tough too. It's one team I couldn't beat. Got one over Romeo though last year. That was good.
Who was over there? Giovanni? Giacomo? Whatever it is.
One of the wise
He won a what you call it?
Fucking Tony Ravioli. Oh,
You talking about
that's the guy.
Giannone?
Giannone.
Yeah, he's at Anchor Bay.
Oh, he went there now.
Yeah.
Giannone. That's our old JV coach way back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Good guy.
So
Ahmad's place. We just finished up dinner. We had some raviolis and some rigatonis and some rice-a-ronis. Forget about it.
Why do you keep saying?
Sorry, guys, I had to throw that in there.
Great job there.
all right, B, you're up.
All right, so here we go. The hell was I at? I had, for my moment here, Go back to that screen, guys. Caught me off guard here. So hold on, here we go. I was playing my last game in my senior year. Never played defense. I never was a defensive player. Special teams, starting offensive lineman, believe it or not, as short as I am. Tells you a lot about how big we were. One of our guys got injured. It was a game against Roseville, Sal. And Belisale said, hey, he called me by my last name. He says, hey, I need a linebacker. I need a linebacker because I think Ricky Altman got hurt. Yeah. He went down, so they pulled him off, and then I just jumped on the field, and the very first play I got a sack. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what they were calling a play. I didn't know what to do, and I just charged and just went at the quarterback. And
Altman was good too, man.
Ricky was great, man. And then, ironically enough, he couldn't play enough. So the next series, this is towards the end of the game, we already had them beat. And I stayed in at linebacker on the second series going into the next series they would play, and I got 2 sacks. So I recorded 3 sacks in my senior year in the last 2 minutes of a football game that left me wondering, was I meant to be a linebacker? Because all I knew was just to charge after the quarterback, and I recorded 3 sacks in the very last game of the year. Nice. And never played defense my whole life. All the way through high school, and I turned out to be a fucking Brian Urlacher in the making, and I didn't even know it. So it made me think, man, did I fucking miss my calling on the football field?
No,
because
coach missed your calling.
Yeah, no, I just did. I mean, I was juiced up, man. We won that game. It was electric, man. We took the best record ever in the school's history at the time. Yes. We had such a great nucleus of guys. That's why I believe sports are so fucking important, man.
And you guys played Clintondale, lost to Clintondale.
Oh, Clintondale. Listen, these guys.
That's when they attacked your bus.
Yes. The Clintondale, if you're anywhere, if anybody listens, and most of our fans are here in Michigan on the east side. So Clintondale was like that was like the big team to try to beat, and Grosse Pointe North. And then we played Marine City, which we considered farm boys at that time, but they kicked our ass. Grosse Pointe North and Clintondale handed us our lunch, and that was our 3 losses. Yes. There was no close games in any of those, but the other 6 games we ended up going on to win. You know, if it was a different time and era, we would have went to a playoff. But you know, that all changed later on down the line. Playoffs. But it was like, so it left you wondering. You know, it was like, oh my gosh, I was euphoric. Like, I'm like fucking 3 sacks, like in 2 different series.
You guys got to play in the Silverdome when you played.
Yeah, we never sniffed the playoffs at Lakeshore.
We did. We played at the Pontiac Silverdome twice. I actually played there junior, senior year, and then they just had the freshman and JV team show up for like the varsity.
Never got a chance to do it. I always thought I'd get a chance.
Oh my god, it was like Sal was like playing on a fucking parking lot with AstroTurf. It was hard. It was very hard. Very hard. The worst moment came in a scrimmage game in Detroit. I don't know how this happened, but we ended up scrimmaging teams in Detroit. Remember, we used to have scrimmage games before the regular season would start. And we ended up playing in some parking. There was like a field somewhere behind Cass Tech, right over on East Grand Boulevard. Great bus stop, by the way. And I remember we were and the field was like hard clay rock. The lines weren't straight. It was just a terrible place to play scrimmage football. So again, I played pulling guard, and I'll never forget the play. It was called the 36 sweep. Chuck Lineberger played on the other side of me. He was the left guard. I was right guard. He was the other guy. Now I knew 36 sweep was my calling, so I was a pulling guard. My job was to pull, slide down the line and block for Jack Alfano, our running back.
Pull your neck.
And I ran into the biggest guy on the team. We ended up playing Kettering High School. Yeah. I mean, these dudes look like fucking college players. I mean, they were so huge. I mean, these guys were monsters, man. Yeah. And I ran into the biggest guy, and he shivered me underneath my fucking chin like this here, man, and snapped my head back, and I was out. I was laying on the ground like something out of a movie, man.
I hear you.
I seen the little ring of the cuckoo was going around my head. I was
you guys
out.
Never played River Rouge. We played River Rouge.
No, that was a new team that added on later.
They lit us up. They took out the fullback, was kicking him on the sideline. They had people out there barbecuing and shit. I swear to God, it was ghetto. And I remember Bleasdale going,
halftime dreaming dogs.
Get the hell out of here. Let's get this game over with and get the hell out of here. That team was ruthless, man.
Did you guys ever play at Centerline? They called it the Snake Pit because it had the baseball field.
Yeah.
We played there in the rain, dude, and man, arms all cut up and bloody and shit, man. It was wild.
Yeah, horrible field.
We played there in it was like a torrential downpour. I talked to my buddy Joe about this before. That's where he went. That shit was tough too.
Yeah.
But speaking of Clintondale, I'm sorry, B, not to take
No,
your
you're
thunder,
good, man.
But I got this, like when the snot comes out of your nose. I was on special teams my freshman year, going down there. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take this dude out. This big motherfucker. He's like 6'4". Dude, he blew me up, man. Like snot coming down, man. Eyes all water. Shit. Fucking helmet was cockeyed. I'm like, man, I'm gonna make a business decision next time and maybe go
like
low.
Bobby Boucher.
I think I'm gonna beat a water boy.
That's funny, man. Talking back to those memories. Now it's all
Gosh,
coming
man.
back to me.
Yeah.
Sure is, man. That's all I had. Who's up?
Oh, that's
He
good.
got his freaking
Senior
head
year,
cracked.
man.
Yeah, man, I got
That's
popped.
horrible.
Got
Senior
popped.
year, first game of the season, we're playing Chippewa Valley at home. We get in the huddle. I was always the weak side wideout. Ken Kubiak looks at me. He says, "Red
Kubi.
69." He goes, "The kid's playing you tight." He goes, "Just juke him." He goes, "Look up, the ball will be there." Boom. Sure enough, man. Juke him, ball's there. I'm going. 60 yards. Boom. Next time we had the ball, I ran a post pattern. Ended up I was 2 for 2 at the half for like 96 yards, and the game was on Comcast TV.
Nice.
It was like the game of the week.
Now you played with Bellamy and them, right? Too? Was you with any of the Bellamy's?
No. 84, we had Clyde Hunt. We had Ken Kubiak was our quarterback.
I remember Kubiak.
Yeah. There's a bunch of Kubiaks. Like, they all played quarterback.
Yes,
Tim
yeah.
Kubiak was probably the one that you played against in 1990.
Yeah, okay.
Was he the one that made it to the league?
No.
I could have swore there was a Kubiak. Not
No,
the
there
Colts.
was one that played for Denver.
Yeah.
For the Broncos.
Yeah.
There was a Kubiak.
Them guys. Are
You keep in touch with Ken at all?
Oh, yeah.
How's
A
he
little
doing? He's doing
Lives
good?
in,
He was a
they all live in Kalamazoo.
Oh,
What about Terry? You was with Terry Wilson?
Hold on, easy knows
He's
Kubiak.
chiming in. Hold on. Let's hold the fucking
Yeah.
music. Hold on.
He was a coach when they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, Gary
Gary
Kubiak.
Kubiak.
Yeah.
Denver.
Okay.
Worst moment was 11th grade. We were playing Lance Cruz at Lance Cruz, and it was pouring down rain, and it was just a fucking shitty. It was a shitty. We end up losing 6-0 on a ball's coming my way, and it tipped off my fingers, and the dude just intercepted it and went out.
Oh, no.
Was that Toko too? Was that another?
I don't know. It could have been, because there's a lot of Tokos, because we played against the Tokos.
Yes.
Who gives a fuck?
And they played safeties in the corners.
Now, if this is the same grandpa, he drove that blue LTD.
Has to be.
So my buddy Tim is good friends with them. This guy would show up to the games, right? His grandkids played soccer. When the coach that blue car come in, he'd pull them kids out so they could go say hi to the grandpa, and then they would put him back in the fucking game. That's the kind of respect that guy had.
They're losers.
I love the Tokos, man. I love it. Good people.
What are you doing?
No, I'm working the board, Cheech. Working the board, Skip.
All right, Sammy T.
At this rate, we'll wrap up at
All
about
right, what we
midnight.
got?
Favorite tailgate food and drink. Least favorite tailgate food and drink.
I didn't know the drink part. I'll have to ad-lib that one. Burgers, brats, always a good hit. Shish kebabs. For drinks, good cold, ice cold beer.
Yeah.
Ice cold beer. Worst,
I agree.
fake meat. Don't be throwing no Impossible Burger at me. Nothing like that fake chicken bullshit.
Fake
And
fake beef.
anything that's like a foofy drink, forget it.
Forget about it.
Give me meat, give me the beer, the balls.
Yes.
I tell you what.
Favorite tailgate food and drink. Worst.
I'm gonna say wings, hot wings, barbecue wings, sausages, hot dogs, whatever. Not really a hamburger. Type,
What's good about it?
For tailgate? I'd say cold beer, ice frosted cup,
Yeah.
glass cold, or cup. The least, I would say drink would be probably like them seltzers or whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't into that.
Oh, good call. Yep.
Yeah.
That's mine.
I'm gonna go Broughton ice cold beer. I think that just reeks football and tailgating. You know what I
Onions
mean?
and peppers.
Yeah, onions and peppers.
Yes,
all
sir.
that.
Let's get it, dude.
And I need some mustard on top,
Yes.
Yep.
baby. And then cold
French's
beer.
or Plotchmans?
Mi cerveza modelo.
You hear that? French's or Plotchmans?
I think Plotchman's is the premium,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
The Plotch.
I like French's.
Do you really
That's a step up.
step up? I don't know.
I think Plotchman is more
Mustard's
regional.
mustard.
If I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm not hip to the mustard game, but just how I
Well, if
roll.
you're at a tailgate in New Mexico, I don't know what the choice
Marry
is.
one, kill one, F1, go.
Little Dijon, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there with you guys. I picked brats and a cold beer. I mean, that's great tailgate stuff. And then the least favorite.
Do you want my least favorite one or no?
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Philly. Where's our pickle at? It was destined. It was destined to happen. Yes, right here, folks. A pickle moment happened.
It works, I guess.
It happened right at the 9:51 mark.
Fuck me.
Sorry, Mike.
No, you're good. I would say probably like something sweet because if you're drinking, I can't do like cotton candy
yeah.
or some shit like that.
Throw it off.
Yeah.
Throw it off.
Yep. So that'd be mine. Go ahead.
All right. So now that I agree with you on the brats and the cold
agree.
beer, and the worst thing is, hold on, I gotta find it here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Here we go.
Penis?
Least favorite is gone to a party. No. All right. So the least favorite is we went to a party a couple weekends ago, and we were late to get there because we had other obligations before the party. Cold fried chicken is not good.
Oh, hell no.
It does not taste good. And I was starving. I had to eat something, and there was like all this food on the counter. Cold fried chicken. Maybe if I'm drunk and I'm coming home and I need to just put something in my gut.
No.
But when you're hungry and you eat it,
No.
have you not ate anything all day?
What kind of
bad news,
animal?
Skip. Have bad news.
No, now if you come home late, right, and the chicken's in the fridge and it's fried, like,
Yeah.
I'll take a breast and I'll eat
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Really?
still,
Cold?
I don't think that. Room temperature, I'm all about that.
Are you a
But
cold chicken guy, Hollywood?
Well, I would, depending on how it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, especially
I mean,
Oak Ridge, leftover Oak Ridge chicken.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, now that's okay. I'm saying we're
My
talking about
goodness.
like the least favorite tailgate and food would be cold chicken. I'm not saying I wouldn't eat it at home.
Put some
and
Frank's
then,
Red Hot on that skip.
like it's some warm.
Digress.
Nothing sounds better than warm coleslaw. You know that's kind of shitty stuff too. People,
Oh, no.
you know,
no,
go to
no.
these parties and they don't know how to fucking ice down their cold goods
It's
and
like
shit.
soup and shit, man. You can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, flies are all over it and
Can't win with
shit.
It's like drinking mayonnaise.
Fucking, I've been there with C Rebels and
warm
licking his
egg
fingers, bro.
salad.
See, Rebels is going on the guy.
Any more of that macaroni salad?
It's like, give me that hush.
Just put the whole thing in.
Hey, Eric, make sure you edit that shit out there. I don't want anybody getting into any trouble with this. So that was my good and bad right there, boys.
Yes, sir.
What's next there, Cheech
My
and
good
Chong?
is ribs, chicken, burgers, brats, grills, cold beer. You
Yes.
can.
Yes, sir.
You can drink.
There you go.
Can't go wrong.
At a tailgate party.
Right?
And I went to this one tailgate party, and they were making these
Who gives a fuck?
grilled cheese sandwiches.
What was it?
Grilled cheese?
Gourmet grilled cheese.
What the
What
hell?
the fuck is this?
Do tell.
Oh my god, that's something new.
What was so gourmet about it?
They had like a little piece of lunch meat on it and this and that, and they were trying to cut them out. I said, this
That's bullshit.
Would you like a
what
bologna
happened?
sandwich?
Fucking sounds like John, bro.
And I bought and Reddy's and brought that back, and that fucking shit was gone in fucking 10 minutes.
Did they have varieties of fucking tomato soup too?
No, sir.
Do you want to public shame this person right now?
Who is this? What's this motherless fuck's name?
What kind of animal?
Come to my party. I got gourmet fucking grilled cheese
Great
breakfast.
food.
Hey, I'm
No grilled
watching wet
cheese.
paint dry that day. I'm sorry, I'm busy.
All right. Besides Michigan, where else could you see yourself living?
Well,
And what state would you never want to live in?
so this is probably no shock to Grandmaster B. I could move and live in Alaska in a heartbeat and would love to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, that place is just heaven. You ever get a chance to go, you got to go check it out.
So,
Worst-
I mean, what do you like? You freezing your ass off all the time?
It's
or?
not cold, man. I'll tell you, we go. You got to go. It's seasonal, so if you
Yeah.
go any time between May and September, you're gonna get some pretty. You could get one day it's in the 40s. You can get one day it's in the 60s.
Now, is
Okay.
that the light where like you get
Oh, I know what you're saying.
18 hours
Yeah,
of light.
land of the midnight sun. That's more towards Anchorage. It's all about
Oh, okay.
solar cycle and where you're at. But yeah, if there's some days we went one year where I forget maybe it was June, and we stayed with my wife's relatives, and I swear to God, you had to pull down the drapes because at 1 in the morning it's still blue. It was the funkiest thing in the world.
Wow.
Man, I could fuck in the day and the day. Wait a minute, ain't no light.
Yeah, it never was dark like we know like right now. It wasn't. It was just kind of twilight.
Wow.
And
That's
that was
different.
it. Worst place and where I never want to live. I'm a cold climate guy. I'd never go to Florida, California, Arizona, anything like tropical like that. But it's a dry heat. Bullshit. It's hot.
Yeah.
Big T can't hang in the hot. So that's it.
Okay. Hollywood?
I would say Miami.
What's up, El Chapo?
I would say Miami. A lot of the fine women there.
Brazilian wax, bro.
And probably the least place I would probably go would probably be Fargo.
And I've watched the movie with Medulla.
Yeah.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Would be Fargo. No, I think it. I don't know, something like Tennessee. I mean, you know what I mean. I think that would be sweet. You know what I mean. But I don't know. I would say probably. I don't know, man. It's tough to say. Probably Arizona. I probably would. 'Cause I hear it's hot as hell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
You know
a
what I
dry
mean?
heat.
Yes.
Bullshit. It's hot.
My cousin lives there, and he says there's two things. You either have a pool, or you got a central air bill that's out the ass.
Yeah.
It's in the house, or you got a pool.
Either have a pool or a friend with a pool.
Easy E, have you ever delivered a dog to Arizona?
I lived in Arizona for about 2 years.
Of course you
Did you?
Really? Wow. Kind of crazy out there?
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's nice in the fall and the winter because it's like 70 degrees. Everyone else is wearing coats.
Yeah.
And you're walking around in shorts and t-shirt. It's fantastic. But everyone else is like bundled up. It's the weirdest thing. And then when it hits 120 degrees,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
You said the
People-
peanut butter doesn't hold its mold down there
man,
as
it
long,
gets,
you
it
know?
gets a little drippy.
Eric, how do you do snow angels in Arizona?
You don't.
Hey, TC today, tomorrow night only, folks. It's Easy E.
Hey, see, I'm the opposite though, man. I'm going somewhere tropical.
Yeah.
You know, preferably Florida, Mexico, Gulf of Mexico, something like that. If I had it like that, I would definitely do that.
How about the hurricanes?
Hey, hurricanes, it can't phase me.
Yeah,
You only live
they
once.
invaded my property. Nothing faced me anymore.
That's right. You know, you can always get out of Dodge for a little bit.
Yeah, true.
You know, so yeah, I think that would be it. Least likely, I like to visit. You know, probably Oregon because it rains all the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that. It'd bring me down. I'd be depressed. You know, I don't want to be like
You
that.
go to Seattle.
Seattle now,
Rains
but
every day now here.
Yeah, it always looks so gloomy out in Seattle, doesn't it?
yeah, but I don't fish like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the type of vibe it is. Like I'm good.
Most of the
You know?
time it rains in Seattle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sleepless in Seattle, they say.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's me.
So my favorite place I would like to move is Seattle. That's an easy shot. No, somewhere warm. If it's not Michigan, it's going to be somewhere warm. Maybe Florida, but Florida's getting pretty rough, as we all know. Southern Utah. I was there at my daughter's wedding. That's a part of the country that I never in my dreams would think would be anywhere that I would ever want to see myself. It's beautiful. It's scenic. It's just something different. You know what I mean? It's like in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. It's very peaceful.
The golf course looked amazing.
The golf courses, you don't think there's water in Utah. There's plenty of it, but it's just a beautiful state. I could see myself, if not Florida, somewhere warm. Don't like winter like you, Philly. The least place I would move to would be California. It's just so damn expensive. Sammy, you just came back from there a few months ago. I was there a few months ago. I don't know how people survive out in California. The cost, everything you see here, double it. So if you walk into like an In-N-Out Burger, which is their big chain down there, you go in to get a double-decker, with fries and a Coke, it's $15.99.
Now, how's their money hold there? Do they make more money?
They do make a little bit more money, but their cost of living is extremely expensive. It's ridiculously expensive to the point where you're like, goddamn, I mean, you really do have to make 6 figures to make a average household income. To
How many rubles do you think you'd have to spend there?
How many what?
Rubles.
Rubles? I don't know the exchange, Hollywood, but it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. So yeah, California would not be on my radar at all.
Yeah.
Word up.
Word up.
Word up. We
New
on
York
the
City. I could live there.
Really?
I could live
Really?
in the city. No car. Just catch some trains and shit. I could do it. I would love it.
Walk in the street,
Eat
Chief.
at Wimpy's.
Eat at Wimpy's. Man, we had the best soul food in Harlem, right?
Yeah.
We were in
Yeah,
Harlem.
absolutely.
So I'm gonna try to get down there. What's a good spot to go eat at? Like,
Oh,
what's-
this was 30 years ago. We don't even know if that's
Yeah.
still around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pizza was all good.
go, bros.
You know, the surprise around that trip was the street vendor stuff was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had pizza, they had dogs, they had... What was that? They put like a unique... Like a red sauce with almost like a kraut type deal.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was good.
And there was a puff they made, like a meat puff that was awesome. We went to Sparrows. What else did we do? We went
Going
to
down memory lane here,
we went-
folks, with sheep cheese.
we went to
Big
so
T.
Fucking Hollywood slangs meat puffs every weekend.
He loves them balls. He's got great big balls. I'll tell you, if everybody's going to see his balls are fantastic.
we went to that Italian restaurant. So here I am, right out of high school. He's another year older, and so we get there and we're living frugally, man. We got it down. We're buying sandwiches. We're buying hot dogs off the corner vendor. So he says, "Hey, man, there's this awesome Italian restaurant across the street." Holy shit, was that fucking place expensive? I think we shot our whole wad there. It was gallon.
Bad idea.
Brought
So
a
what you
sandwich.
guys have to do for extra money?
Stayed at the YMCA and we
over here.
Gotta eat it.
Fucking
$9
Joey
a sandwich.
brother
Ravioli.
gotta eat.
$9
You
for that
having me up
sandwich.
from the east side.
She's like, I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Place I could never live
I would
would
starve.
be California. Oh, it's just... It's too expensive. The traffic would just drive me fucking insane. In
Dude, that LA
California.
freeway, I could not do
oh
it.
my god!
Oh, hell no. Crazy out there,
I've been
Cheech.
there. I've been there once, and I'm good. I don't need to go back.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, fair enough.
I agree.
It's good.
All right, where we at?
Last one.
Last one?
What is your dream car?
Car.
Current models.
Oh, current model. Okay.
Current models. No. You can just let's go.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
You
We're
go
gonna
for that
spin the
72
wheel.
Torino there,
Let's spin the
Sammy.
fucking
Well, I'm
wheel.
glad you said that. because
open it up.
And your least favorite car?
My dream car is always something 40s, 50s, bubbly, big muscle car. Just something that is sweet.
What color? Don't matter, does it?
No.
It's a
I
cream
would
puff.
like a metallic blue. Yeah, metallic blue, or maybe something more traditional for the time frame.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
those cars you just
Fit that era.
Bros, come on, show the rings. You know you want it to be fucking
Let me
turquoise.
show
Come
you.
on.
So easy.
Maybe I would
can you
paint the car.
sit on this?
Boys car, I don't know.
Guy's got more fucking jewelry than a fucking tribal chief over in fucking one of these Indian
Respect
fucking
my-
reservations, bro.
Don't mind
Tell
me.
me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
So that would be
Fucking
my.
rob the jewelry store over here, man.
Hold on, let me ring it with the ring. All right.
There it is.
So that's my favorite. My least favorite. I did write. What did I write down there?
Struggling.
Anything small. Toyota Camry, Yugo. Don't put me in a small car. Baby,
Don't even
can't-
make
can't be-
Yugos
can't be in
anymore.
a small car.
You did say recent cars, right? When's the last time a Yugo was out?
Well, he said recent, but then
No,
he
then
opened
he
it up.
changed. Yeah, he gave you
Blew off the
mulligan.
Mackinac Bridge. Was that a Yugo?
That was a
That
Yugo.
was a
That was a
Yugo.
Yugo.
Badass.
That was a scary car.
Drago.
They made a car for like $200.
Not always.
Who's up?
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna say 1957 Chevy.
There you go. Classic.
57 Chevy.
What color?
Black with the white coming down the fins.
Nice.
Grip. Fire coming out the back pipes.
And the
Did he just say fire coming off the back?
Yeah, the
Man, I want some sparks on that bitch,
But you
man.
talking grease and lightning?
Oh, I love that car. That's a bad ride, man.
I'm on fire.
Lightning, you're going down the middle.
And my least car, you
We're
remember
losing
the
everybody,
Fremont?
Philly.
Oh yeah.
That square Fremont.
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
That and the Kremlin. Yeah, least.
Yeah.
Junk.
Junk.
That's mine.
Very much junk, bro.
See, I'm not really into like the old school Cadillac DeVille or something would be cool. But I'm like I want that Escalade, man.
Yeah.
That
Word.
souped up
Nice.
Escalade, cartel, blacked out,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Like,
Nice.
it's just always been a classic, smooth
Yeah.
freaking ride, man.
Yeah.
It's like a statement ride in a sense. You
Absolutely.
know? Maybe it's a little bougie or whatever, but you know,
Whatever.
it is what it is.
You do you, whatever you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst?
The worst would probably be fucking Eric's car. I don't know.
Oh, this thing is fucking junk.
anything boxy. I don't like it. It's a terrible preference of mine.
Motherfucker looks like he bought it at a Kia store, man.
Eric, is that a Kia?
He built it himself.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just not a fan, you know, and it's personal preference, but
Yeah.
I'm not hating. I am hating. Fuck
Very sweat.
it.
He calls
It's
Eric
vetted
out.
squid.
He calls him out on his fucking sled. Your whip is junk, bro. What'd you pay for that fucking thing? $250. Hey, Joan.
No, and Kias, they're high efficiency and all that shit, man. I'm sure it's great on gas, but fuck, I just couldn't do it.
Oh man! All right, so that's you got a nice car, Eric. I know everything's working great. It's an economy car, man. So for me, it would be. And listen, I want the Grand Cherokee, but I like that big Grand Cherokee. But something about that new Cherokee, Sal, I'm not crazy about it. I think there needs to be something like they should go back to the old way a little bit more. I don't like that squared up look. Kind of looks like I don't like it.
Ain't that Escalade?
No, it's not. So I went with the GMC. The Escalade's
No, it's
flashy. It's fucking tight. I went with this fucking GMC Yukon Denali, man. I seen one on the road
Yeah,
the other day.
So sharp, man.
This thing was that mother of pearl
Yeah.
tricoat color, and it had that metallic paint. So in the sun, it kind of just looked like pearl, but it was
got
all loaded up with chrome mag wheels on it. It was just fucking beautiful.
Come on, man. You don't want a Cyber truck.
No, I don't. So that leads me to my least favorite.
terrible. I hate that
That's
thing too.
horrible.
Any electric car.
100 grand.
Any electric car right now does not impress this guy.
Nor me.
I don't see it as something that I could personally, we're talking about our personal least favorites and likes. Electric car does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I don't see it. We lost power. What are you going to do when you got to charge your car if you got no power at your
Now, what
house?
if you drive one and you're like, man, wow, this ain't really that.
I'm sure. Well, here's a man who drove a Tesla out in California. He actually rented
It was
one.
nice.
Now
Acceleration?
Now we're talking Tesla and
Yeah, yeah.
a smaller vehicle.
Yeah.
But you get into like an Escalade or you get into a big Ram.
But could those go all electric? Those are big
They are.
vehicles.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually have them out right now?
Sterling Heights is putting $400 million in there.
Couldn't do that.
in the EV.
No,
And it rides smooth, but you know one thing in that front, when you lift the hood, there is no engine there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Your
weird.
trunk.
You got a
Crazy.
You got a frunk.
You got a
That's what they call the front trunk. A frunk.
The old Volkswagen, right? The engine was in the back, the trunk was
true.
in the front.
Absolutely.
No, I can't do it. Not for me, man.
Kind of like a mullet, eh?
Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't wrap my head around that electric shit right now. Hybrid, yes, but
Yeah.
all electric, forget about it.
Hybrid,
Yeah.
hydrogen.
Cheech, what do you got, brother?
Escalade would be my top choice.
My man.
It's always ever since they came out, I was like, damn,
Just
that's
sharp.
bad. It's just badass.
Yeah.
And the worst car would be anything electric. I don't give a fuck what it looks like. I'm not doing it.
Not the
You get in the middle of a winter backup. There's an accident. Now you're bumper to bumper. You're bumping the heat up. That shit's going. You're gonna walk to the corner and get yourself a gallon of electricity. Not happening, bro.
Can't do it. Cannot win with him. Cannot do it.
I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say the Acapulco Cruiser.
The Acapulco Cruiser. That's what
Old school.
me and Big T were gonna catch a deer and paint chaos on it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Here we go.
All right, so
boys.
we ran out of time on
Look
that
at the
last one.
standings there. Fillie.
We're on to the next one.
What's that?
Last week.
He wants the
So-
last week's standings.
Last week, you and me, amigo, 13-3, baby.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Hollywood or Big Mike was 12-4. Hollywood was 11-5. Easy E and GMB were both 10-6.
Wow.
These are yours already? I believe you already filled them
Yep,
up.
I already got mine set to ready to go.
Oh, sorry.
Would you be so kind to give Easy E one over there? Snooch. We got Chi.
You got a pen? Another pen?
Slide that down over there to Big T. You have one,
I
Big
got,
T?
I got one here.
Okay, we're good.
Another pen, B?
All right, boys, I got to put the Uncle Junes on for this.
There we go, Uncle Joe.
All right, so here we go. Thursday night football, we got Buffalo, Grandmaster B's second favorite team, going to Miami to play Tyreek Hill in the game.
Hey, you know what? You better give me one. I have an old one here. I'm well ahead here. I got a November one for.
You got November.
I'll put it in the record stuff.
Yeah,
I
just
think we're out.
I think we're out.
September 12th. You're good.
Is there another pen over there? Easy needs a pen.
Easy, easy.
I don't think there is another pen.
All right, we're live, boys. So,
All right, let's go. Hey, Easy, we'll get your prediction. Go ahead. Well, just keep going, guys. Keep going.
I don't have a sheet either.
We're on a time schedule.
so lowest man on the totem pole this week.
I get to pick this
first.
game. Without question, I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills in the Thursday night game over the Finns.
Okay, Hollywood.
I am going to go with Buffalo.
Go Buffalo. Okay, Big T.
Buffalo.
All right, I guess Cheech, I'll let you go last.
Bills. Buffalo Bills.
So I'm gonna be the only one going to Miami.
Because you look like the coach.
Hey.
Hey, Tyreek.
Tariq.
Spider Y2 banana
There
man.
he does, man. So I got to take a picture
All
of
right,
this shit.
Sunday, Las Vegas Raiders, which you guys called it, they look bad, going up to Baltimore to play the Ravens. GMB?
Okay, here we go. My pick is in, and I am going to be taking the Baltimore Ravens at home to beat the traveling Raiders. Raiders.
Snatch?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Big T?
Ravens.
Ravens.
You guys are supplying a lot of substance here.
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the team, but
Because he likes Lamar.
Lamar.
I'd like to see Crosby knock Lamar's head off, but
I'm gonna go Baltimore too. I think they're heating up. They're pissed that they lost that opener.
Baltimore. It's good.
All right.
Vegas.
Baltimore.
LA Chargers traveling to the East Coast to play the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, big game, bro. Very big game right here. Fucking Carolina's junk. Tip of my hat. I am going to take LA Chargers.
All right, Hollywood.
Chargers. LA.
Hardball again, huh?
Hard.
I'm going to do the same thing.
Chargers.
Yeah, I think Chargers are.
I just don't. Bryce Young, man. I just think that I don't know if it's gonna work out. He looks bad.
Yeah.
You know, Carolina. They don't have enough.
Yeah.
Give me Chargers all day.
Yep.
Cheech.
Chargers.
Chargers. All right. New Orleans in that jambalaya going down there to Dallas to play Jerry and the boys.
My pick. Without question, I'm going to take Dallas at home.
Hollywood.
Dallas Cowboys, I'm taking.
T.
Well, I want to play the upset here. I'm going with Saints. Not that one.
Saints look good week one, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not ready.
Dallas didn't look good to me. Whatever. Overrated. Overrated.
Yeah, their defense is still good. That offense just always seems to kind of like they're slow to get going.
Yeah.
But I think at home, I think Dallas gets it done. Tight game.
Probably.
Cheech.
I'm going to go with Dallas, too. What do you think, Jerry?
Well, I think that goes without saying there, Cheech. You just tell Chong to come up here and we'll hook him up with one of them cheerleaders now. How about them Cowboys? All right, Tampa Bay coming to the D to play the Detroit Lions, both coming off big wins. Damn you.
You know, it would be a sin if I went against the home team. I'm taking Detroit, but Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Telling you guys, have you seen the highlights from this past week? He's on point.
Looks good.
Looks
on point,
good.
but
That
did he
strike
have-
to Evans,
Did he have all the time in the world to throw, though?
Yes.
Was he rushed?
which, yeah, I think Detroit's defense steps up and contains him. Detroit. At home, I'm taking the home team.
It's very adamant. Hollywood.
I'm going Detroit.
I'm going with the D, no question. And hopefully the Jersey guy comes through so I can get some more D jerseys.
I'll work on that.
Yes, sir.
The D.
I
Detroit.
got Detroit all day. I think it's going to be a high score.
Man, they're just coming up, man.
We're all taking Detroit. Good idea. Here we go, Philly.
All right, this one should be interesting. Indianapolis Colts at the Green Bay Packers. The era of love is in flux right now.
What a
Injury.
bummer if you're a Green Bay fan. You lose your quarterback in the last, few seconds of a game.
Yep.
Kind of sucks, man.
Gonna call wine 1-1.
And for that reason, the Green Bay Packers will lose to the Colts.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Hollywood's got the Colts. T.
Indy.
Same thing. I'm going with Indy. Green Bay's just, they're not there yet. Plus,
Colts.
with Love getting knocked out, good luck.
I just don't. Yeah, until Jordan Love comes back, I just don't think Malik Willis is gonna.
Colts,
Do it.
baby.
I got Colts all day.
All right. Unanimous. Indianapolis Colts.
Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen, at the Jacksonville Jaguars. B.
This one, I am taking Jacksonville. I know Jacksonville, for some reason, they're playing their home game. Cleveland's actually a really good football team. But I can't. Watson is that guy, like you mentioned. I don't know. I think their big tight end is hurt, right? Didn't he get injured this weekend?
Yep. And Njoku.
So that's a big target. They're still a good team. They got a good defense. But this is where I have to go wild card pick, and I am going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars at home.
Jaguars.
Shags.
Hollywood.
Jacksonville.
Oh, man.
I'm going with the Brownies just because, man, you can't start your season 0-2. You got little bumps and bruises. Quarterback played like crap, but I think he'll come back.
Okay. This is a tough one for me.
Jacksonville.
Jesus, not for me. Man. I'm with you, T. I think Cleveland finds a way.
Yeah.
I think that defense is still really good.
3-2.
All right, San Francisco 49ers going to Minnesota to play Jay Jets and the Vikings.
San Francisco.
But
Thank you, sir.
Taking Frisco.
Going Minnesota on the upset.
Wow.
yeah, I disagree. I think that San Francisco is just too strong, too much for him. No quarterback. Quarterback gets smashed. Yep. San
San
Fran.
Fran.
No question.
Niners. Yep.
Very convincing, Cheech.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down to go Niners, too. All right. Sleepless in Seattle. Another West Coast to East Coast. Going up to New England to play the Patriots, who surprisingly upset the Bengals. Mayo's got them playing tough, so Seattle at New England. B, who you got?
Seattle.
Speaking of that game, did you see that guy, the receiver who dropped the ball on like the 2-yard line going in for the touchdown?
I didn't see the highlights
For
for that
Cincinnati. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Trying to high step.
Seriously.
Fumbled the ball. Yeah.
Was it Chase?
I don't know. I didn't catch the player. I was just. It was like they were just zipping through the games. I was like, ain't doing that on Dan Campbell's team. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
No.
Who's up?
Seattle and Patriots. Seattle.
I'm going New England, boys.
Grit.
I think they go 2-0. I think that travel's going to hurt Seattle.
Did
The
I go or
Patriots.
did you miss me?
We're just going to go.
New England. I picked New England on the Patriots.
You taking New England?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
I did too.
You did? So 2 New Englands and the rest of us are Seattle?
Hollywood, you said Seattle?
Yeah.
Seattle, Cheech.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Seattle is for me. Yes.
New York Football Jets going down to Tennessee to play the Titans.
I'm going to take the Jets. I think Aaron Rodgers has his bounce back game and lights it up. 3 touchdowns. Minimum. He's going to hit him hard.
Hard.
I'm going Jets.
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 Not so fast.
Ooh.
Titans.
Wow.
Don't ask me why.
He's got a hunch.
Oh, Tennessee, I'm sorry. Titans.
Jets. The New York. Joe Namath Jets.
All right.
No, he's
I like
going to
the
drink
Jets,
too
too.
much ayahuasca this weekend, and he's done.
I just wanted to
What kind of shit is that?
The ayahuasca, the stuff that Rodgers drinks.
Oh, that's
Goes out in the jungle, gets buzzed up on this
Magic
drink.
potion?
And
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
some kind of Netflix special on him, I
Are
guess,
they?
too.
Dude,
I paid
ain't
money
right.
to see that.
So, New York Giants. This should be a barn burner. Giants at the Washington Commanders.
Junk against junk.
It is a rivalry game. There's
Yeah.
always excitement between Washington playing Cowboys or the Giants. But Washington, I'm going to take them in this one at home.
I agree.
I agree.
Washington.
So you got the Washington Redskins going against the Gigantes. The New York Football Giants prevail at the end.
Wow. T's really going against the grain
I
tonight.
am.
I like
I'm
it.
going to be a legend next week.
Washington.
Bring that old cashmere coat out here. Gee, I love it, man.
Commanders. The Commanders.
Commanders.
So, all right, Matt Stafford and the LA Rams going down to the desert to play Kyler Murray. Now, hey, you guys almost had me with that Arizona pick. They played Buffalo very, very tough.
They
They
did.
did.
A lot of young talent down there. They look healthy. James Conner ran the ball well. So, B, who you got?
Taking the Rams. LA Rams. I think Stafford comes back and just lights it up. Cooper Kupp had the most receptions, I think, as a receiver. He tied his most receptions against the Lions this past game.
Cup look good.
Kupp
He
looked
looked
good.
really good.
If he's a healthy Kupp, he's
Yeah.
fantastic. He's
Did
unstoppable.
you see that freaking beard, though? He had a phenomenal beard.
Dude, that dude looks Amish. He really does. He
Nice.
definitely looks Amish. I mean, I'm sure he's building furniture on the side just for extra money.
But what he had at a Pakula was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went down early, didn't he?
Yeah.
He went down early. That's a big
Pakula
loss for
would be-
LA.
He's their main dude.
Yeah, he's
Next-
week to
next
week
man
with
up.
that knee.
Next man up, right?
Yep.
I'm going to still rock with LA, even though this one scares me. I kind of wanted to take Arizona, but I'm sticking with Stafford and the Rams.
There you go.
I'm with you. Same thing on that one, Mikey.
The
Arizona
Rams.
looks good, but I just can't. I can't
Rams.
see the Rams going 0-2.
Yeah.
I'm going Arizona.
Hollywood.
That's possible for
It is possible. And they usually have battles, you know,
In the heat, yeah.
but Arizona's got to prove it to me.
sure. Yeah.
All right, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Denver Broncos. This is an interesting one. Steelers with the upset in Atlanta last week. Denver, tight game, lost to Seattle.
Mike Tomlin. We can't talk enough about a coach like this, right? Because he always has his teams ready,
He does.
and he's going to have them ready to go 2-0.
What would Easy say?
They said Justin Field might be the starter.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm still going to take Pitt.
Easy, who you got?
That's a tough one.
It is.
Give us a fucking answer.
I agree.
Come on, Easy. What do you got?
I don't know. I just want to see the game. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
is. This is going to be an old school, smash mouth football game, I think. I got to go with my Steelers, though, here. But I think I could totally see the Broncos beating them.
Yeah, in a tight game, I also take Steelers.
They're your Broncos, man. You can't do them like that.
They gotta play.
Snooch, what do you got?
are you?
I'm going with Bo Nix.
Oh, going against the grain, man.
Trying to make that move, man.
I'll
I'm
tell
going
you
against
what,
Bo
man.
Nix, man.
But I'm going to do it now.
All right, so Cincinnati.
Whoa. Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Chief.
go ahead.
good. Broncos.
Ooh,
Bo Nix.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
it's about time you got off that titty, boy.
They're losers.
The losers.
Thanks for printing up enough sheets. Appreciate it.
I know. It wasn't me.
This is me. This is me right here.
I thought I gave you an extra one.
Let's have
You
5.
didn't have it.
Sorry.
All right, Cincinnati going to Kansas City. Now we all know Joe Burrow is the
He
kryptonite
sucked.
down there. He's the kryptonite. They call it Burrowhead for a reason.
He did not have a good first game, though, Philly. He did not look good.
Then again, it is the first game.
That's true.
Sure.
Got a lot of bugs to work out.
Jamar will have another week under his belt.
That's true.
We got to see if T. Higgins plays. But for whatever reason, Joe Cool walks into that stadium and performs well.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game, even though since he lost. But, man, I'll tell you what, Mahomes is special, and he's still special. I'm going to take Kansas City at home.
I'd have to agree, man. I just don't think they got enough this year. Kansas City.
They don't have that defense. I got KC.
Yep.
KC as well.
Chiefs.
All right. Chicago Bears go in town to play the red-hot Houston Texans.
C.J. Stroud is a beast.
Stroud
is fantastic. He's a great sleuth. I'm definitely going to take Houston in this game. Look, Khalid. If it wasn't for the defense,
it's Caleb.
Is that Khalid Sheikh Mohammed?
Khalid, bro. I know he was 3 fucking marathon stations.
We're emptying the Al Qaeda castle there. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed coming out of retirement.
I don't care if this guy's wearing a turban. He's not going to beat this team, man.
I'm thinking Houston, man. Houston's the bomb. The bomb, bro.
All day.
Houston.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. There's a whole hype with the HBO special.
Texans.
They ain't looking nice. Houston.
What do you got there, Billy?
Houston.
All right, so unanimous.
All right, so Monday Night Football, last game, boys. Atlanta Falcons travel up to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. GMP.
Birds against the birds.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Kirk Cousins goes 0-2.
Yeah, Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yep.
Look at him flopping those fucking. And look at the rings just glistening.
Eagles.
That's right. All right, boys, that does it for the Week 2 NFL picks. And before we head off the air, B, if you just turn the music down, just want to take a minute and say rest in peace to our good buddy, Mark Kaiser, a.k.a. Melba Toast. Unfortunately, he passed away. And shout out to his family, and thoughts and prayers are with you. And it was a very sad day. It was kind of hard to, when we got that news, but we carried on as I think he would want us to. And he's been great. He's been very instrumental in, getting us our first live show.
Yeah.
Gin and tonic, baby.
And shout out to Gin and Tonic. We'll still support you boys as always. So just wanted to get that off the chest.
Yeah,
sure.
man. And that was, as a shock to all of us. We put on a pretty good happy face here tonight. This is a gentleman that I personally have known for the better part of 40 years. To hear what I heard today just shocked me, and what a great guy. But, the one thing I'll leave everybody with to think about is if you know anybody that's having any issues, whether it's mentally or anything like that, or you're going through some kind of a problem in your life, reach out to those people, man, because this was a good dude, and I'm going to miss him. So, rest in peace, Mark, and to your family and everybody, but we're going to be thinking about you. We dedicate this show to you, and we'll talk about you often, brother, for sure.
Absolutely. Well said. So, as always, like us on Facebook and YouTube. Email us at 5stheweekpodcast@gmail.com and hit us up on all our social media sites. Love y'all. Be good.